What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to come on and do a little update. I haven't done a fresh video for the channel in a little while. So I wanted to do an update and kind of talk to y'all, kind of do things a little bit different. I know y'all haven't really seen me a whole lot. You just kind of have seen what's going on in front of the camera and not the person behind it. So here I am. My name's Brendan, and I appreciate each and every one of you that are following the channel, that have subscribed. I appreciate all the support, all the comments, all the likes on all the videos, and likes and comments on the YouTube shorts also go a long way. So I'm really trying hard at this thing, and I do have a lot going on, but I hope y'all have enjoyed what I brought across the YouTube channel. And also I appreciate everyone who's also came back and told me how my videos have influenced them and actually helped them, or even some people have made purchases based off of what I've shared details and stuff about. So all that just really means a lot. I love hearing y'all's stories and how what I'm putting out there positively affects y'all. So it does mean a lot. So we are going to do a update on the CTS-V and talk about it. And then also I've got a new project vehicle that I'm going to be doing a lot of upgrades on for the channel. And I think that y'all will like it and find it interesting. I think it appeals to a broad group of people. Don't get too excited though. It's not a Lamborghini or an Audi or something crazy like that. So, but I still think that y'all will enjoy it, or most of you will. And so to start this off, please hit that like button and also subscribe. I sure do appreciate it, and it sure does help. So also, please feel free to leave some comments. All of that stuff helps out with the YouTube algorithms. It helps other people to see the channel, see the videos on the channel, and all of it is a free way to support the channel and myself. So I appreciate it. So first off, we'll get into the CTS-V. So I do have some things planned up coming for it, trying to also get some more content for it as well. So some of y'all may have seen, I changed out the blower pulley after the engine was installed, and that upped the boost from 12.5 pounds to 15 pounds. So that was needed since the boost dropped. I figured that the boost would probably drop some. It's hard to tell on a new combination with a brand new cam that nobody's ever run before. And then also with the stroker motor and the bump up in compression, I just wanted to see where the boost was going to fall at and then go off of that. So boost has been raised up to 15 pounds. It was at 12.5 after the build. Then also I had to do the radium fuel rails to the car, and that right there helped out with misfires. So when you're trying to flow a whole lot of fuel with E85 and making a lot of horsepower, then sometimes the factory fuel rails have harmonics issues, and some people also report hard start issues. So I was seeing the misfires mostly at part throttle, and also like under load, like if you're at highway driving or 55 to 70 mile per hour and you start getting into it a little bit to pick up a little bit of speed, put it under a load, and then you would see some misfires based on the fuel rails. So once I installed the radium fuel rails, all that went away. It drove so smooth. It was pretty impressive really to see. I'd never had a vehicle that really had that issue. So to see it clean that up was pretty cool to see. So that's done to the car as well. And then outside of that, I've just been trying to put miles on it. I did an oil change on it, obviously, a hot oil change. So after I did all that and got that sorted out and done some tuning updates to it, then now it's driving really good. It's learning in the transmission and all that. It takes a lot of shifts across the normal drive mode, the sport drive mode, and even manual shift mode for the transmission to learn all the shifts at the power level and to be able to, handle it all. So still stock transmission. Of course, we got the different stall converter and everything in, which the car had to learn the lockup on that as well. So it's all coming along. I've got about 1,400 miles on it already, and have been trying to drive it in between everything else I've been working on. So then also you've probably seen on the channel my wife's 2015 GMC Yukon XL Denali, which has the L86 LT direct injected motor in it. That one took out a lifter. So the lifter got taken out. It was getting all chewed up, started eating into the cam. And then I had to tear down her car and do a full cam swap on it. That was my first time ever doing a cam swap on an LT vehicle. I've done several on an LS vehicle. So that's why I shared that video, and hopefully it helps somebody out to show them some differences between the LS and the LT platform and some of the stuff you're going to run into. So that's why I covered that and put that out there. I apologize I couldn't go really more in depth. It's hard when you got your wife's daily driver and you prefer for it not to be down for a long period of time. So she drove the G8 for a while and has no problems driving that car and enjoys it as well. So she drove that for a few days. I got that job knocked out, and then also I had to tune it as well. I do the tuning on that car as well. So had to work on drivability and everything with it, and make some tweaks, learn what it required. And that was my first time tuning a cammed LT vehicle with that cam. And I've only done a couple before, so it's still a learning experience learning the LT and direct injected newer motors. They're set up a lot different in the tuning. So, and then also, I think you can barely see in the screen back here, I had to change out the front struts on that 2015 Denali at 114,000 miles were completely froze up. So they were making noise and completely bound up. So I had to do a front end job on that vehicle. I didn't think too many of y'all would be interested in a, front strut stock replacement install on that. So I whipped that job out, and just staying busy with a lot of things. YouTube is one thing I'm trying to do, and then also I have another regular job and do GM tuning on the side as well. But like I said, I'm trying to do what I can to knock out these videos. I'm gonna try to do what I can to be even better at it and do even more editing, and just keeping on, learning and progressing with things. So, and if I can, I'd love to kick out a video once a week if possible. I think that's a pretty decent goal. Hopefully some of y'all will enjoy watching these and also just checking out what I got going on and just learn from it, or kick back, relax, eat some dinner or something, or breakfast, or whatever it be, or whatever your setting is, and whenever you find time, hop on YouTube and just watch a video of mine and just enjoy it, hopefully. So anyways, now that we've talked about the V a little bit, the next thing for it, I have talked to somebody that owns a dyno that I can go put it on their dyno and go make some pulls. So I'm looking at doing that here soon. And I'm also looking at running it down the quarter mile. As some of y'all may know, my main goal that I've had for a while is to have a GM V8 powered sedan that would run nines. So that's just a goal of mine. That's just something I've always wanted to do. That's moving pretty good and pretty fast in my book. So I know some are going eights and stuff like that, but I'm trying to keep this one a pretty true street car because I can drive it back and forth to work. I can do whatever I want with it. So there's no real limiting factors to where I can go with it, other than I try to run always E85, obviously being higher compression. And outside of that, my biggest maintenance deal will be the valve springs, as they are with any cam vehicle. If you've got a high lift cam, you can only put so many thousand miles on the valve springs before you gotta change those out. But outside of that, it's running good. So I'm gonna try to go see if I can run nines at the track. And I'm curious if it will put up maybe 900 rear wheel horsepower or so on the dyno. I'm not for sure. I haven't seen a lot of high compression 416 CTS-Vs with 15 pounds of boost and E85 hitting the dyno. So I don't know, that's just a guess of mine. Obviously all dynos are different, but the thing that means the most to me is the number that runs down that quarter mile, down that track. So I'm going to be trying to do that here maybe in a couple weeks when I get some time. I also need the weather to cooperate with me. I'm located down here in Texas, and hopefully it won't rain too much and I'll get some time off of work and I can go run it at the track, and also maybe go get by the dyno as well and see what it puts down just for fun. So now that's all the updates on the CTS-V for now. Again, I appreciate all y'all watching. I'm not done with it just because I got another vehicle sitting out here that I'm about to show you. I'm not at all done with this one. This one, I've still got more stuff to do with it, more videos to make with it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed those YouTube shorts that I made. Again, any likes that y'all can drop on those, any comments or anything that you can share. If you got a laugh out of some of them or anything, if it made you smile, let me know in the comments. Again, the more people I interact with it, the more it helps me out. So I really appreciate it whenever y'all do interact with the videos. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with this one. And that's what I've been doing to the Denali. I haven't been doing too much with the G8 other than still it does a lot of daily driving stuff for me. So I've just been driving and enjoying that one. Maybe someday I need to do a in-depth video on what's all done to each car maybe, and kind of do an overview of each one for y'all so y'all can kind of get familiar with what I've done to it, especially even like the G8 that I haven't really covered a whole lot in depth on the channel. So, but anyways, now we'll transition into the next vehicle I've got sitting out here. So this vehicle, again, it's something I've owned one of these before in a different year model, and to me it's just, again, fun to mod, fun to play around with, has lots of purposes, different things that you can use it for and everything. If you're watching this video and you've got a guess as to what it might be, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. Let me know what you think it is. But now we're gonna hop on outside and we're gonna take a look at what I've got. All right, y'all, now we're gonna take a look at this new vehicle that I've got here. So real quick, to me, for something to be fun and something kind of up my alley, I like a V8, I like horsepower, I like rear wheel drive. Try to keep it a little bit lightweight if you can. And so something that's also fun and has a lot of those different things is something like this. So this is a 2005 Chevy single cab short bed pickup truck. So this vehicle, I just picked it up this past weekend and just got it for a good deal. And there's a couple things that I'll do to it that, in my opinion, it helps out for, looks, and to clean it up, to make it look newer, to spruce it up. Here, we'll keep walking around. Only a couple things that need to be fixed, but overall, it's got good bones. So it's a 2005 Chevy Silverado 5.3 V8 auto transmission. It's a two-wheel drive. It's got a 373 rear gear with limited slip already. It has a towing package, which I probably won't end up doing much of with this one. I might use the bed, but I don't plan on towing with this. Anytime that I've needed to tow, like that CTS-V, I've towed that CTS-V on a trailer with the Denali, and it tows real good. So probably won't tow with this. I'm thinking more of a street performance truck that's fun to drive, looks good, and obviously we got to add some power. So money don't go on trees, so we're going to do it on budget. But overall, it's a pretty clean truck. It's got 211,000 miles, which for some, I mean, that's just getting broke in on a 5.3. Let's take a look under the hood and we'll take a look inside. These wheels, for some wondering, it is stock height right now. It's stock height on these Tahoe takeoffs. They're 18-inch wheels, so eventually they'll get changed up. That's what's on there for now. They look better than the regular like chrome 17-inch steel wheels that just have like those circles in them. So inside, I've been trying to clean it up a lot, wiping things down and stuff. So you've got manual windows, manual locks, which doesn't really bother me. Previous owner put some JBL component speakers in here, so you got woofer down here, tweeter up there. Here's the dash. Everything's pretty clean. Again, I've been just taking time, to clean everything up. Looks like it's got a relatively new gauge cluster in it. And it looks like this has been changed out, it looks like. So it's got a new, light and dash lights and all that in there. Previous owner put a JVC CD player in here to go with it. It's got AC, it's got dual climate control and all that. Cigarette lighter and stuff did not work when I got it. It had a blown fuse, so I replaced that fuse, so that all works. We've just got the vinyl floors. The seats really aren't bad. It's got some sort of cloth seats, and they've got a little bit of bolstering to them and stuff, and headrests. Has a console in the center, and it'll flip up. You can seat 3 in here, or storage, some cup holders. Nothing really too special in here, just basic stuff that you need. It doesn't really matter to me that it doesn't have power windows and power locks. In my opinion, if you're going to own a vehicle that's a little bit older, it's just one less thing that can go wrong. It's just easier. So that's just my opinion. Although if it had power windows and power locks, I'm not saying it would, hurt my feelings or whatever. But we'll take a look at this engine. So I haven't fully cleaned this thing up, but we've got the Vortec 5.3 V8. This is the LM7, which is a aluminum head iron block 5.3. It's rated at 295 horsepower and 330 pound-feet of torque. That is how it was rated for several years. I'm not aware of any updates when they went to electric fans. So it might be doing a hair more than that if you factor it out through the back tires. That rating is probably just on the engine, and when it's on the dyno, they probably don't have a mechanical front, clutch fan on it. So it's probably just saving horsepower going out to the back tires. So I really like that it has electric fans. That reduces drag on the engine, improves your power out to the back wheels, and gives you more tunability in the tune to adjust when the fans come on and how cool it'll keep the engine. So I do like that. This thing is stock down to the paper air filter, and it's also got a stock muffler as well. So it's a good blank canvas just to work on. So stock exhaust manifold, stock spark plug wires, I already checked, it's got AC Delco, regular plugs in there. So the Carfax on this thing is actually completely clean. It has no wrecks at all in its whole entire history on Carfax. Not to say there was ever anything that somebody, you know, took and hid or something. But anyhow, so we've got a good engine to start with. The other thing that I personally like, also being a tuner, is it's got a electronic throttle body. The earlier years, they had the drive-by cable. So, you know, some people are either way on that. Me being a tuner, if and when I decide to cam it, which may be coming, but also I don't want to take and say too much right now about my plans, because that's part of the suspense, right? For y'all to actually watch and see what happens. But electronic throttle bodies are better for drivability usually when you're working in the tune, in my opinion, and it's easier. So anyhow, so we got 295 horsepower here to start with. And like I said, it's going to need a few things. But we're not going to get into what I'm going to do to fix some stuff up. But probably even here on the front end, you can see a couple things. On the tailgate, it's got a broken handle and trim bezel, which happens a lot. I've already got several boxes of parts in today for this. I'm going to get started on it, and that'll also be another video coming up. So a couple things that are nice that they've done is there has been some repainting on the truck, but overall it shows pretty well. I haven't even waxed it or nothing. You can see the shine and reflection of the trees in it. So I mean, it shows pretty good. Right here, this piece, normally on these cat eyes, they are like a gray color. Somebody's taken the time to paint it, which I like. I like color match stuff. Also the mirrors. Normally those mirrors are just black. They've been painted and color matched already before I got the truck. I really like that. I think they just stand out more and are kind of an eyesore, in my opinion, when they're black. I like contrast, but only in certain ways, not like on my mirrors or certain things standing out. So I might color match those door handles, maybe color match the back tailgate handle and stuff like that, and more. There's a lot of things you can do with these. That's why I like it. They are very, very customizable. You can do a lot of stuff to them. When it comes to a truck, they're one of the lightest weight trucks. You've got a bed you can haul stuff around in, and just all sorts of options as to what you can do with it. There's people that lift these, drop them, turbo them, supercharge them, cam them, just all sorts of stuff. Throw some bass inside behind the back seat, or just all sorts of things that you can do with them. Airbag them. Lots and lots of options and lots of ways to make a platform like this cool. Lots of ways that you can even make it faster. So the possibilities to me are kind of endless, and I think a lot of people have a spot in their heart for a single cab short bed pickup truck that's two-wheel drive that can be pretty fun. So anyhow, I need to know now in the comments what y'all think. I need to know if y'all like it, what y'all think about it. And if you got any questions about the truck, ask me some questions, and what you think maybe I should do with it. Go ahead and kick some ideas out there, or if you have some questions. But for now, I'm not really going to go into much detail here in this video. I just wanted to give y'all an update, go over the new project truck. And again, this does not mean that you will not see stuff on the CTS-V or on the G8, or even videos of the Denali. So, which I need to do that as well. I need to get some good videos of that thing camming and stuff. So yeah, lots for me to do. Lots of stuff coming. I hope y'all are enjoying it. I hope y'all like the channel and like the video. Leave me some comments, drop a like on the video, and also please subscribe if you haven't already. So I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.